for SCM, you'll notice, again, I'm going to move Moses to a position that there's less less tension on the tissue. I'm palpating. His SCM is actually pretty nice. There's a lot of elasticity to it. But in terms of treatment, so for SCM, if we do want them to activate the tissue, so it's actually not as easy to differentiate on Moses because how supple it is. So Moses, can you just push your head up into my hand, please? And you can see it pops right up, and let it rest. And come up again, please. So you can actually see it. It's a beautiful SCM. You really are an anatomical model. So again, I'm coming in under the posterior border. I'm reaching over and I'm pulling out, giving myself as much space as I can. If it's somebody with a short, tight neck, I may even tilt their head just to get a bit more slack on the tissue. As good as Moses' SCM is, we've already got a twitch. So I'm going anteriorly. You doing okay, Moses?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that. Oh, any questions on those, guys? So the question is, in terms of the SCM, what's the best position in order to access the needle, is it? Like to needle it? Yeah, so in order to facilitate the needling of the SCM, generally I do it in multiple angles. It depends on the person I'm treating, on what else I'm doing. I can do it in a supine position, side lying. But again, it depends on the person's makeup. Like if I have a big power lifter, I may want to prop their head up, so pop another pillow underneath, take some slack off it, maybe add a little bit of lateral flexion. So it's one of those things that there's no right answer, there's no right way. It's as long as we're after assessing properly, palpating properly, and we're needling safely. So the question is, am I retaining needles? I can retain them. There's no rule to say I have to withdraw or I have to retain. I very rarely don't get a twitch response. If I'm after palpating, I felt something, and that's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. If I feel something and I don't get a twitch response, I may do a 2-needle technique, but it's really rare that you won't get that twitch response when you needle, especially if you've gone through it and the tissues are so tight.